customer complaints went down. That means higher sales and, of course, translating into more revenue for the organization.
Being part of the implementation of the AKTP program at Uganda Clays as an associate was an avenue to many opportunities for Joseph.
First of all, I was taken up as a young graduate without any experience in working in a factory setup or in a company setup.
Through AKTP, Makerere University and the University of Edinburgh, as the knowledge-based institutions, realized the importance and benefits of transferring the lecture room knowledge to the practical implementer and subsequently to the final consumer, in this case the Uganda Clays customer.
It gave us another outlook on engineering education.
The university started practicing what they preach.
Today, Uganda Clays management can ably testify that the AKTP collaboration contributed substantially to both the efficiency experienced at the factory and the increased profits being reaped from the quality products. Located in Nakuru, 150 kilometers to the northwest of the Kenyan capital Nairobi, Mea is a fertilizer blending company that was incorporated in Kenya in 1977. It is one of the leading fertilizer suppliers in East Africa region, supplying quality farm inputs to farmers for the purpose of improving crop production and hence accelerating agricultural development in Kenya. The company imports the three major fertilizers: potassium, phosphorus and nitrogen, and blends them to suit farmer diverse requirements.
You import the different finished products. Depending on the soil test now, we try to come out with a formulation. In what ratio should you mix the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium so that you're able to come out with the crop requirement.
Although the mainstay of the company was blending inorganic fertilizers, interest in venturing into manufacturing organic fertilizers was in their plan. However, the idea could not be practically implemented because the company lacked a launchpad in terms of appropriate technology and the right partnership.
In 2007, the British Council called for a meeting where they invited the university professors and some interested private sector. There, I met Professor Gashene. The meeting was actually trying to bring together the private sector and the university to try the private sector to see how they can make use of the innovations which have been carried out at the various universities. So the idea of the rhizobium inoculant, which was being marketed by the University of Nairobi as Biofix, came into my mind.
Since it holds the patent rights to Biofix, an agreement had to be reached with the MEA on the modalities under which the more than 25-year-old product was finally going to be commercially produced.
There are 4 documents which need to be agreed upon by all the parties before now we implement it.
Subsequently, Teresa Wafula was recruited as the AKTP associate. A horticulturalist by training specializing in microbiology, Teresa started work on the 1st of October 2008. For a fresh graduate who had spent 1 year job hunting, this assignment was the ultimate in her line of training.
I was like, this is what I've been looking for all my life, so this is where I want to be.
At Mea, a state-of-the-art laboratory had been set up as a requirement by the AKTP in order for the company to satisfactorily implement the project. Here, cutting-edge technology that had been developed and underutilized at Nairobi University was being transferred here for commercial production.
So that is what we use as our carrier material. The rest of the bacteria, the nitrogen-fixing bacteria, are gotten from the university and brought here for commercial production. Then from there we mix the two and we are able to pack it as a product for the farmers to use.
The inoculant provides an organic environment-friendly alternative to nitrogen-containing chemical fertilizers.
The product itself is totally organic. There are no chemicals in it. So if a farmer wants to do organic farming and get like the exporters and get the premium gold label, they can be able to use it to get the gold label.
The inoculant has a potential of increasing grain and fodder legumes. Through field demonstrated carried out by AKTP Associate, the company is on track to reach out to 8 million subsistence farmers who have limited or no access to chemical fertilizer due to financial or logistical issues. Josiah Wanjoyi is a French bean farmer in Indikwe village, Murang'a district, central Kenya. He started using Biofix on his 1-acre piece of land in 2009. The product was introduced to him by the company, and since then his yields have improved tremendously.
Kwanza wakati hatukutumia hiyo biofeed, hatukuwa na mazao mingi, ilikuwa mazao kidogo sana. Na sasa wakati tuanza kutumia hiyo nini biofeed, tukaona mazao yamekuwa mingi sana. Mbele tulikuwa na kuvuna kama 100, now we were just doing like 140, 150.
As for the knowledge-based institution, AKTP has helped the university to appreciate the business aspect of commercialization of product through exposure to the activities involved.
There has been sales increase since we started partnering with MEA. The marketing was on an average of 1,500 per year for the last 5 years. 2010, they have already hit 6,000 packets.
For Teresa, AKTP has not only enhanced her career development, but also given her an opportunity to acquire technical skills in a specialized field, as well as exposure to the business world. Besides getting a new revenue stream and access to cutting-edge technology, MEA has not only got access to professional development training programs facilitated by the British Council, but also had its company brand enhanced.
It has also helped us to market also our inorganic fertilizers.
AKTP has had such a tremendous impact on MEA that the company has enhanced organic farming in Kenya, created both direct and indirect employment, accessed cutting-edge technology, improved household incomes, helped farmers attain compliance with EU export regulations, introduced new products, attained profit maximization and rebranding of company image. Located in Thika, Kenya, approximately 50 kilometers to the east of Nairobi, Booth Extrusion is a pioneer in the field of aluminium extrusion products and fabricated architectural aluminium products. The plant's major raw materials are cylindrical aluminium materials imported from South Africa. The process comprises 2 major stages. The extrusion press line, where the billets are deformed by passing them through the mold to attain a desired shape, and the anodizing or power coating line, where the extrusion is anodized to protect the surface from corrosion. Since its establishment in 1976, the company had relied on the traditional technology to anodize aluminium. Besides being outdated, the technology was not cost-effective. This undoubtedly had serious negative implications on the company's production cost.
Because most of the chemical that we were using were high-cost chemical which we were getting from abroad. So we were trying to see whether we can have chemical formulated in the country which we can incorporate in our current process.
In order to make a breakthrough, Booth partnered with the University of Nairobi as the knowledge-based institution. Dr. Helen Njenga is a senior lecturer and head of industrial and physical chemistry at the Department of Chemistry, University of Nairobi. She pioneered the setting up of this department in 1999 and has a wide experience in industrial chemistry. A perfect choice for AKTP project coordinator.
They felt that if they have a knowledge-based partner, they could improve the productivity of the process and raise the output by 30%. And
subsequently, the collaboration identified an associate to work with the company. Boniface Makau Muololo is an industrial chemist. He graduated from the University of Nairobi in 2007, and the following year, Boniface was recruited for the project.
The involvement, or rather the input of the university, we managed to improve and provide solutions to things which were giving the company a problem.
Working from the company's lab that had been revamped with support from the British Council, the initial task was designing a system to address time management component. a lot of time was being spent on manually transferring materials. This involved many people each carrying a piece of material from one production process line to another.
We designed trolleys where people would put the material and easily transfer it from the area where the material is being supplied from to the entry of the main anodizing process.
Besides fixing the time management, the project introduced new chemicals in the anodizing process that considerably transformed the quality of the products.
Initially, we were using a chemical which was eating or etching the material. And by the time the material came out of the process, it has lost a lot of weight. But by introducing this new chemical, it only removes the grease, but it doesn't remove the material itself.
So far, by changing the chemical formulation, we are able to reduce the cost by 14%.
The University of Nairobi has reaped enormous benefits from this collaboration, from research findings to opportunities for students' internship placement.
AKTP has been a right platform for me to launch my career.
AKTP collaboration has no doubt had tremendous impact on the partners through equal participation leading to many opportunities and benefits, be it at individual, business or institutional levels. Located in the southern suburb of Cape Town, South Africa, Shonaquip is a company specialized in making custom-made wheelchairs and other devices to assist the disabled community in South Africa, Africa and throughout the world. Shona MacDonald is the founder of Shonaquip. She started the company in 1992 from a need encountered when her own daughter was born with significant disabilities. With a workforce of 33, most of whom are people with various disabilities, the Shona manufacturing unit produces wheelchairs, bakkies and numerous other apparatus for people with disabilities. In order to improve on their products specifically to have them suit various particular disabilities, Shonaquip joined AKTP program as one of the first participating companies on the project in South Africa.
I heard of AKTP through the Institute of Directors, where I was giving a talk one day, and it immediately sounded like this could add huge value to the company in terms of our innovation.
The project linked Shonaquip to the Department of Industrial Design, Cape Peninsula University of Technology, as the knowledge-based institution to develop a universal design for the company.
The Cape Peninsula University of Technology chose to support this project because it represents a unique opportunity to test some of our theories.
Although the project is in its infancy, the initial stages have been accomplished. Guillaume Dutoit, a master's student in industrial design at Cape Peninsula University of Technology, has been identified as the AKTP associate for the Shonaquip project.
My role at Shonaquip is establishing design department so that we can improve the products that are currently being produced and make them more aesthetically acceptable, and yet still maintaining their functional integrity.
With a planned link to Loughborough University in the UK, Shonaquip is convinced that Guillaume is the right associate who will add value in terms of redesigning their product, re-looking at the way it is produced, and becoming more cost-efficient in getting a new, smoother line to it. This collaboration will no doubt be instrumental in making Shonaquip attain its objective of expanding their reach into other developing countries, where the company is working with other partners to improve the delivery of developing countries' appropriate wheelchairs that can make a difference in people's lives. Located in Winneba, Central Region of Ghana, Ekem Art Pottery Limited is a company engaged in the production of ceramic products.